So when you live in the flatland, there's nowhere to train for a trail race. You got to find something like this. Built for mountain bike racing in the Canada Games last year, and now they let even us old fart runners on it. 4 miles from home, if I run, it's a good warm-up. See if we can get a picture of what's in here. Lots of options for the race. Every time I come, I get lost in there, believe it or not. Never get the same thing. So, let's go. I'm going to try and hold the camera instead of putting it on a chest thing, so you may not get a lot of good footage. Here we go. Stick to the off trail for a bunch of it if I can, because running on a groomed gravel path doesn't do me much good. When you get on the actual mountain bike part, they want you to stay on the path, so I do. Otherwise they may kick our asses out of here and just keep it for the bikes, even though those guys don't stay on the path all the time. But I'm not here to police that. I'll stop a couple times. They're just in the midst of building this. They're building this here so the kids have something to do while the parent folks are out racing their bikes on the hill. Also, all these mogul things here said would be better for kids and idiots. Little kids won't get hurt here because there's no huge rocks for the most part that they have to go over, but lots of moguls. This is open 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. They call it multi-use. Anybody stupid enough to come here can use it. And I know Lauren would say, this is uphill, you gotta walk this, or the trail people will laugh at you. That's okay. Everybody laughs at me. So when I come up here, there's all these downhills in the middle of the uphill. So it's really got to think it's flat. Oh, I forgot to start my watch. Oh well, it ain't a race. And I know how far it is. I trick myself all the time. I get to this corner up here and I say, oh, we're halfway done. But when I go around the corner, it's like, oh, son of a bitch. I don't see the top. So we keep going. And this is I'm at the top corner. Just like Bird Mountain, the son of a bitch turns. And the top's not there. But here we go. Now we're at the top. Almost. And that's it. It's 0.35 miles from where I started. From here, you go around here, and we will. I'll just walk it so I can yak. So where the bikes would go. This is what they don't want. There's all these trails where people cheat. That's a biker trail. And it comes around here. And I guess if you're a bike idiot instead of a run idiot, this will put goosebumps on your ass or big bumps on your head. Kid died here last year. Not experienced enough to be here. Didn't have a helmet on. Went over the edge during construction while it was closed. Hit his head. Broke his neck. And he died. It was a good lesson. Be prepared. There's easy parts. There's hard parts. Make sure you go on the part of the trail that you're experienced enough to go on. So from here you can see all those moguls and where we started. I can imagine a little hill like this on a mountain bike would kick my ass right off, right into these rocks here. We may run out of battery, so all of a sudden if I disappear, I'm not taking time out to have sex with a squirrel. I'll be changing batteries. So we come around here. And they give us a little bit of la la la, love me jog. If I just do repeats, I go up the hill, rest on the way down, and then try and do a progression run through here, back to the beginning. Ends up being 0.7 miles. It's pretty easy picking right here. I know you real trail runners like Lauren and Annie will be laughing your ass off saying, "That's not a fucking trail. That's just mud in the middle of the grass." Okay. It's the best I got. So that's where we started over there, where that piece of shit mountain bike is chained up. If I'm lucky, somebody will steal it. Let me turn you back into the bush. In total, if I don't get lost, the route is 4 miles. Yesterday I walked it. It took me 58 minutes. Was a tester to see what my pace would be in case I'm ever stupid enough to go in a ultra type competition. And it wouldn't be a competition. It would just be a event because I'm too fucking old to compete with anybody. It's also where I come to test my shoes. Try come while it's raining a bit. It's sticky shit clay. It's like on testicle or rat jaw. Yesterday I take this route, it's more happy. I wore my Salming TR5s. They're sticky. It'd be awesome on a technical run. But they're pointy like ladies' high heels. It'd be good for 20 miles or so if you're in a relay or something. But if you're gonna do a 10, 12 or whatever, not enough room for your feet to expand. Today, I've tried these before. Super duper Adidas. They've got that space foam here. You got the super duper traction. More grabby than your Arc'teryx shoes. Way more flexible. They've got some kind of forefoot protection, which is not classed as a rock plate, but alternative. Works very well. I've practiced stomping on sharp rocks and stuff. Hasn't let me down yet. See, them dumbass mountain bikers, they find their way around those features they're supposed to go on, and they bugger it up. But trail runners are too stupid to do that. We try and go right over them. If we're here for training, why not use what's at our disposal? Like going right through this thing. And there was a big rock on the other side. First time I did that, ass over tea kettle. Just about kissed my own exit report. And this little part is always where I got lost. I don't know how. That was part of the walk yesterday to see what I did wrong. And I might be lost today. Not sure. This was all built last year. There's the Mountain Bike Association and the Fort White people next door share a cost to keep it. Happy for that. It's probably a little jiggly, this movie. Be like a couple of jellyfish making love on a slimy rock at the edge of the river. Just jiggle, jiggle, jiggle everywhere. It's the part I like. The mountain bikers stay over there because they're too much of a suck ass to go up here. During the events for the mountain bikes, 90% of the participants actually put their bike on their shoulder and carry it up here until they started doing this shit. And that just proves how much more inferior at navigation and stamina those assholes are. Sorry. And that's the end of the funnest part. I didn't bring water. Not surprising. Because it should only be a little bit. So from here, we're going to go way over there towards that silver door on the right. Nothing real sexy going on there. Just a little bit of a rest period from that rocky stuff. If you're on a bike, you can just hold on and cruise down here. Most of the time, I'm sure they'd be braking, other than the odd real biker. I've tried cruising down on several kinds of running shoes. As soon as I plant my feet, the next thing I do is plant my face. I would love to run beside it in the grass, but I try to respect what's asked of us to keep this a functioning piece of training equipment. It's only 4 miles from my home. Yeah, I know, Lauren, it's uphill here a bit. I should be walking my ass. But, as you know, I come from a large family. First couple of kids got all the brains. They give you options lots of times. This one here, as you can see, says don't go there, dumbass, because that's what you'll get. And 3 or 4 years ago, before I reached puberty, I would have went there. Today, when I'm halfway through it, I'll just go here. So We're taking the suck-ass easy route. Going down the hill, la-di-da-di-da. And there's the bottom end of that. Would only be 2 steps by foot. But I don't know that I would gain anything out of it for the amount of risk involved. Went to a lot of work planting small sections of rocks and stuff here. And then they send you back up here for some more la-di-da. On a lot of training runs, I will go to the end and come back. It'll give you a half a mile. It's not part of the course. It's just part of the land owned by these buildings here. But there's not a lot of gain in that length of grass. I have a section after that's similar to this, but this is close enough to the course that I don't want to go in there and have people get PO'd with me. There's another one of those mountain bike things for the suckasses. They couldn't even take that little dipsy doodle. So it gives you a little flat here. You can recover. You can sprint. The wind is usually in your face here, so you can stop and turn around and have a pee if you need. If you have a dump, there's no more trees ahead for another mile or so, so you should have had it back there. A little poison ivy though might be a bit rough on the sphincter area. And that's where we started that loopy. Only one hill here. Hard to believe a guy could take a wrong turn here. Not a lot to say here. Oh yeah, back to the family. The first 2 kids get all the brains. The last 2 kids, they get all the looks. I'm like right in the middle. So they just classified me as the dumbass. Kinda like a bulldog. A little bit almost homely enough to be sorta cute, but only from the mother's point of view. So that's the family story. There's more, but we won't go there yet. So then they built this stuff. It's supposed to give bikers a place to pass more safely than on the single track. You can take the high road, the low road. I believe bikers are always on the low road. Myself. But that's just me. So not like on Bird Mountain. Every time you think, oh, gonna be there, they turn your ass around. And here you go. Rhonda here a couple weeks ago. Not her favorite place. Not surprised. But just like the homely bulldog, I believe, if you keep coming back, it'll grow on you. See, there goes them suck-ass bikers. The trail's over here. It's like going to the movies and spending an hour and a half in the washroom. It's just shit. Don't do it. So here I am at the top. Oops! Son of a bitch. Not quite. I would have took a shortcut. There was a bunch of girls there with tight little biker pants on. Here's the bikers. Hi guys. Have a good day. There's not a lot to see down here. They just go whoop-de-doop-de-doo. Give you a mile of this rolling stuff. Just up and down, back and forth. Biggest excitement you can get down here is if you catch a couple of grasshoppers doing it on right on the top of a weed. Not even proud enough to cover up the parts and go on the bottom. So I'll just pause this until we get towards something just a little bit more sexy.